That's probably the fancy place, but I gotta check this out. It seems like it doesn't want me to go in here. Oh. Really? Oh. What is this, a cartoon? Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Moonbow here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic Viewer Creations, and it has been a long time since I have done Viewer Creations, and it's kind of a funny story actually. I was streaming not too long ago, and someone in the chat asked me how come I haven't really been doing Viewer Creations anymore, and I told him, I was like, I actually am not receiving any, no one is emailing me any, and right after that stream I checked my email the next day and I had received a whole bunch of them, so I want to thank everybody for sending me some viewer creations. I'm so excited to finally be able to show some more of them. I love seeing all of your guys' work. Of course, if you do want to send me your creations, I'll put an email here on the screen, and there's a link in the description too. It's moonbowsm at gmail.com. That's the one, yeah, gmail.com. There's so many different email names. So send me your creations. I will definitely check them out, and you might see them in a future episode. So we've got a whole bunch of really cool stuff to see in this one. So let's get right to it, shall we? Alright, so this first build was created by Dogelord, and I'm going to mention, before I go on any further, that it was also built in part with Turtle Karambit. So it was two of them. I'm sure they worked very hard on this build, if you can see this size of this thing. So this is the iconic Eclipse apartment tower from the popular video game Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't own Grand Theft Auto 5, so if you guys have played it before, let me know in the comments what you think of this build. I'm still extremely excited to go and check it out. Now, I did want to mention, though, that Dogelord, I did an episode with some of his creations as well, not too, well, kind of long ago, and it was some more viewer creations, of course, with some Pocket City stuff. It was absolutely amazing. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out that video, and there'll, of course, be links in the description for all of the Steam Workshop items, so you guys can try them out as well and see them for yourselves. So, the Eclipse Towers, let's go and have a look. I was sitting in front of it there at the beginning of the video because it was so big. So usually when I'm doing viewer creations, I try and save the surprise, right? Like, I haven't gone into the building yet. I did, however, weld it to the ground and make sure everything was good. So I haven't really gone up into the building. So I'm really excited to see this entire thing. Like, it's huge. I'm not too sure what the inside is going to be like, though. So if we kind of walk around here, I'm just trying to get a feel here of what I can do and where I can go. It seems like there's a garage over here on this side. Ooh, that looks nice. Yeah, that's what you get your car, you drive out, right, in GTA? It's been a while. Alright, so let's see. No switch. Ooh, sensors here. I think, oh, nice. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so this must be, it's an apartment building, right? So this is like a lobby. These are like some interesting looking, I'd have to watch some of the game footage. I'm not sure if these are rocks or if it's like a table. This looks like it, or maybe it's rock benches maybe? I mean, it's fancy nonetheless. I don't know, this place looks pretty sweet. Oh, here's some, alright, here are the chairs apparently. Those are just rocks over there. These are the comfy seats right here. I was very mistaken. So that's pretty sweet. I love the usage of these large barrels inside of the building. I would have never thought to use them as a surface, essentially, right? That's what it's doing. So this is its construction. So I'm guessing. Wait. Ooh. Okay. What was that? Can I? What? I don't know what that song. I don't know what that song is. Doge, if you're watching, what is that song? I don't know what that is. It must be GTA related. All right, so there's an elevator here. We're gonna definitely use this elevator, I think. Let's see. I'm scared. Oh wait. Oh, I missed the door. This thing is too real, man. Can I open it? Send the signal. Okay. All right. So. There's a button here. Oh, okay, so it's a... I like the... That's a good idea. And I've actually done that before. I've done it in a couple of my builds. I think it was my... Was it control tower for an old airport? Instead of using an elevator, you just use some chairs. So you can actually cruise on right... okay, I see where we're going. We're going straight to the apartment, I betcha. So that's a good idea, though, to create like a shell for something, you know, for an apartment. You create this massive apartment building, and it just goes to show how much effort was put into it. So I'm not sure That's probably the fancy place, but I gotta check this out. It seems like it doesn't want me to go in here. Oh. Really? Oh, okay. What is this, a cartoon? Oh, that's pretty funny. Alright, I guess I can't go that way, so we are now forced to go here. What is this pipe there? Why is there a pipe there? What does that do? I love this. I love the detail and all the things that you can see. Alright, so this is the apartment. Like I said, I'm gonna have to check out a video on GTA 5 for this apartment here. So let's kind of take it room by room. So this is fantastic. The modern look, the perfect lines, the design, the space as well, right? I think that's very important in a build, is how you space things out, whether they're tight together or far apart. It usually kind of just works out. So I just want to open this door, actually. I'm very curious. I just want to open doors right now. Okay, this is like the super computer room here. Look at that. So we got a computer, a desktop there, some speakers up on the wall. I'm guessing that's like art in the back there. I love the painting stuff, and this is a queue. Let's call it a queue. I like it. And I thought this was going to be bed section. No, this is a couch. Oh, okay, no. That's an electric guitar. I know for a fact. I'm calling it right now. Electric guitar. If you think so, you should let me know too. It's definitely an electric guitar. And all sorts of interesting... Okay, I'm scared to press things because you never know what's gonna do what. Oh, okay, look at that. That's actually really nice. It's like modern lamp. This is a very nice room. More buttons. Did that one do anything? No, it's not doing anything. Okay, and that shuts the door. You can get your privacy. Nice. What is this? Okay, there's buttons that I have to press them. They might explode the whole building, but I don't know. Man, this place is huge. So here it seems like we've got like just more living space. This is okay. Obviously, if you're playing GTA 5 and you got this apartment, I'm sure you're making loads of money, no doubt. So let's see if we can see another button here. I'm pressing it. Come on. Oh, okay. There's a horn there. I'm not sure if that's something in the game. Maybe it's like a warning system to scare people away. So this is probably another lamp. Oop, lamp here. Nice. I'm loving all the lights. Everyone's using the lights, and it's changing the game. I want to see a day and night cycle, though. I'm guessing this is a little telescope here. I love that. That is the cutest telescope I've ever seen. And look at that. You've got the bearings in the blocks down there to make it seamless, or as seamless as possible. Oh, nice. So this is the grand table here. Very big. 6 seats. Look at this fireplace in the middle. I wish I lived here. My goodness. Alright, we got a bar, too. This is probably the nicest apartment I've ever seen, and great looking kitchen. Look at this, the use of these like girders here, the I-beams, creating like the counter edge is fantastic, and that's a really good looking sink. And you know what, that is not using the in-game sink. You know you guys got the in-game sink. Well, this is like a built sink, and it's fantastic. I love it. Really, really nice. Look at these shelves here. Doge, I commend you on this build. It is absolutely fantastic. And I'm pressing more buttons. I think this is probably a TV. No, it's not a TV. You sit here. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe it's just like a canvas there. More tables. Ooh, these are really nice. Wow. Now there is the idea of the century. This build is really, really like inspiring me right now. It's so good. Look, there's even floor vents for the heating. This place is so cozy in the wintertime. I gotta say though, it's pretty cold where I'm at. Alright, so we're gonna head downstairs now. I'm pretty sure I got everything up here. I didn't miss anything or go into any odd corners, so we will go here. I'm kind of scared to see what's down here. This is... Oh, okay, so there's a bedroom here. Ah, look. So imagine if this was in Scrap Mechanic City that I've been working on. I might even ask Doge, maybe if you're watching, maybe you wouldn't mind if I put it in this city at some point, because I love it. It's just such a nice building to have. And even the detail here, if you don't notice, but like the detail of having this cube not squared to everything makes this room. I'm telling you, it's the small things. Look at that, caution automated facility chairs. I love it. So this bedroom looks fantastic. The abstract looking art, the edges, the lines, and the rugs even. Walk-in closet, man. Doge, you're making me jealous, man. I wish I lived here. And what is this? Oh, the bathroom. Yeah, I was like, wait, there's a bathroom. So nice walk-in shower. Look at that, you can fit right underneath it. Oh, wow. Beauty of a tub. It looks like a jacuzzi tub, if you ask me. And you got your shampoo, body wash, no doubt. This is awesome. I love this. The detail and the usage of odd things to make, like, repurposed things, you know? The lights underneath the blocks is an interesting take as well. And then more built sinks. That is great. And you can... Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you can't close this door? Uh-oh. I think that is probably supposed to be connected to this. Like so. Yes, there we go. Alright, Doge, don't worry, Doge. I got your back, man. I got you. Yeah, this is awesome. Really nice. I'm sure there's a little more to it, isn't there? I think you can get up to the roof. I think. No, there we go. Open the door. So I think I might need to go out these doors here. And we'll just walk right into the garage door, I suppose. Because this will shut that. Oh, wait, no, I just kicked my... And there is a car here, which is looking pretty sweet. Maybe it's dumpsters back here as well, actually. So I'm sure, you know, you could connect these to a road system and get a... What is going on? Where am I? Can I... Uh-oh. You have power units and fan units and all sorts of crazy stuff. This bit is the game itself, right? In GTA, I don't think you would ever be able to go into anyone's apartment anyway, except for your own. I wanted to see, but you guys should definitely check them out and see what you want to see. So, I am going to build these here right now, so I don't know for a fact if it's going to be annoying. Okay, wait. No, it's going faster now. I wanted to slow it down. I'm not going to lie. You know what? Get it on the workshop, guys. Go and troll your both hands easily. 1, 2, 3. Ah, you know what? I love planes. I don't need to necessarily figure out how to fly them by reading the description. So, I mean, I just wanted to simple as well with the thrusters. And it's got a couple props. I love the usage of more barrels here, just like in the building over there. So, this is probably the seat I want. Conventional plane. It's not taken after a specific design. Unless it is, and I don't know. But there's no true... so we are going to press a few buttons here. So this is left, right, down, up, propellers, reverse. 1, 2, W. For sure. Oh, but that's nice. Okay, well, yeah, it's a very interesting design for a plane, but it does feel pretty natural. I'm very used to flying in this game, of course, so I usually don't have much of it. It does take a little bit of getting used to when it comes to the controls of, I believe it's the tail up and down. The tail up and down definitely are pretty quick, but I mean, it's a really cool plane. I think you guys should definitely check it out on the workshop. There'll, of course, be a link in the description, as always. So yeah, that's a pretty little plane. And I definitely enjoyed flying it, so thank you so much for sending that one my way. But now, we are going to go down the list even further, so let's see what we got here. Now this is a huge robot. Now look, see, I have two different ones, and you know what? I did spawn one of them. I had to test it, and I'm sure you'll know why very soon. But before we go to the huge robot, we're going to go to the Robot MK Dark. So this was created by Darkos LeBlack. I hope I pronounced that right. So it's called the Robot MK Dark, created by Darkos LeBlack. Another piece of Dark Cube technology. Ooh, Dark Cube. I like the ring of that. So, it looks pretty cool. I'm not too sure. So, not much more than a programmable ragdoll. So, it's pretty much just to kind of throw into a world and you can interact with it by using other vehicles and creations, I'm guessing. If we bring up the connection tool here, you'll see that there are no buttons, there's no seats, there's no switches, so it's definitely like a statue, right? And I mean, that is pretty cool though. I mean, I love statues. I mean, really, you make buildings in the game, lots of static items, and this looks really neat. You can see here, actually, the handwork here Looks really cool, like a couple fists made. But, I mean, what kind of makes this build interesting is when you do actually spawn the huge robot. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get some lag. Maybe we'll just kind of skip around, I'll see, but we'll pop that out on a lift here. Okay, I don't think there's room here, so I'm gonna have to back up to here. Whew, my goodness, look at that. Now that is a size difference. I think it's even backwards right now. So you saw that one. This one's they're back to back right now. So then you have this one, and honestly, I'm pretty sure he must have scaled it like to a proper scale, because the different details seem like they're in the exact same spot, but just bigger, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, putting this off of a lift is not a good idea, because I've done it, and I get about 1 FPS, which is really bad, and I'm not going to put you guys through that, which is very unfortunate. Hopefully one day the game will allow us to do some of these amazing things and get away with it, essentially, right? But so these creations are absolutely fantastic for what they are, and like I said, the game, we're getting there, and this stuff is going to be even more functional and even more creative, so I'm super excited. So thank you for sending me these amazing robots. But I'm going to quickly get rid of these with the lag, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Alright, so we are going to be checking out a couple more creations. So this one here, funny enough, it's called Scrapman Harley. And so if I read the description here, it's created by AUS08, or AUS08 again, with assisted steering by suspension glitch. This non-modded version of a motorbike that AUS08 created is for Scrapman, but anyone can download, so I downloaded it. And it is for Scrapman, who I know, of course, so you should check Scrapman out. This bike's for him, but funny enough, I want to play with it too. So let's build it here. Now, I have not made a motorcycle in the game yet. I'm probably going to be streaming a build of that very, very soon. So if you're watching relatively early in this video, I'm probably going to be streaming a motorcycle build within the next few days. I'm really excited for that. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so that's some mad suspension glitch. You can actually propel yourself with just the suspension glitch. See if you watch that. But we can definitely get the wheels going, and how about we make our way back to that building right there. Let's see what the first person is like. You know what? The first person looks really cool. And, okay, I always say this, I don't use glitches. I'm sure if you've seen any of my videos, I don't use any glitches. I'm not very good at them either, but sometimes it's just needed, and the effect that you get from a glitch can be something wonderful in the game. I just choose not to use it, but in my motorcycle build that's coming up soon, I'm definitely going to use it. I've used it once before. I'm not going to tell you which build, though. You'll have to figure that one for yourself. So this bike, though, it looks really nice. I mean, it's really simple. There's not much to it, so it makes me kind of concerned of how my motorcycle is going to look when I make it. But this one, ooh, sick burnout, look at that. Okay, that's enough. So, amazing motorcycle, love the build, and we are gonna check out one more thing, which I'm really excited to try. I have not tried it yet. So this here, I will move it, and I will bring the description up right here. So this is another one by Darkos LeBlack, another Dark Cube piece of technology. I love it. A fighter jet with a remote control built by Darkos LeBlack. So controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we can kind of just fool around with that. So the simplest thing to do, if you don't know about the wireless glitch, this is what it is. I'll explain it to you right now. So here you can see these are all connected to these buttons, and they're all connected over here, right? So it's kind of an interesting thing to see that it's all connected, but the magic happens in this piece right here. So they're all connected. There's a bearing right here, which is key. You have to have a bearing connected like this, and once the bearing is detached with the piece like so, you will see that all of the connections are still there. So you can actually remote control fly something. So we're going to try this out. I'm not sure. I did read the description really quickly there, but if we kind of press these buttons here, you can get a feel for what we need to do. So that's the landing gear. The steering wheel, of course, does nothing. so let's see. I'm gonna try my best. I'm thinking first person, right? So that way I can see without the ground in the way. So let's see. 1 is forward, 2 is up, 3 is down, 4 is left and right in landing gear. Alright, left, right, down, up. Alright, we're gonna try this. We're gonna take off with the thing like this. Okay, there we go. Oh man, it's getting away from me. Can I turn this thing around? Is it coming back? Oh no, it's out of sight. Is it gonna land on the other side? Can I keep this? Oh, there it is. It's sneaking up on me here. Is it? Oh, there we go. It's back in the air. No, not anymore. Oh, it is! Okay, let's turn it off and see what it's doing here. Because I feel like I can flip it over with... Because that's suspension glitch. There we go. Come on, take off, baby. Yeah! Oh, wow. You know what? I mean, I can't turn it much any other way. Oh, and it just crashed. I'm not too sure if there's a very easy way to... It's still flying, though. What is up with this thing? I don't understand. It keeps taking off. I love it. Look at that. And I'm doing this from all the way back here. It's really cool. I'm thinking I'm probably... Oh, okay. It's gone. But I think I was doing it wrong. I don't know. So there you have it, guys. It's another episode of Scrap Mechanic Viewer Creations. I, of course, want to thank everybody for sending them my way. Of course, you can send them to me if you've got any more builds you would like me to check out and maybe see in a future video. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, then make sure you hit that like button. And of course, subscribe for Endless Scrap Mechanic, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye for now.